Hey everybody, hope you had a great weekend. Let's get through this week, and then we have a awesome week of Thanksgiving, and we have a lot to be thankful for. I hope you have a lot to be thankful for, even in this crazy, crazy world we live in. So, I'm going to talk to you guys today a little bit about proportional relationships. Now, you guys talked about proportional relationships last year. But that doesn't mean you remember anything, I know. A proportional relationship is basically a special relationship where there's like a unit rate, right? Or you guys maybe learned the term constant of proportionality, right? Those things were like, how does this thing change every single time? So, for example, if I said that there was a 24 pack of soda and it cost $6.50, right? You can find the unit rate, how much each can cost, by just dividing these things, right? So each can cost, let's see. It's about 27 cents per can. If I do the 650 divided by 24. Right? So that would be my unit rate. Because now I could say, how much does 3 cans cost? And I could do 3 times that amount. Stuff like that. Or our constant of proportionality, if you want to think of it that way. So basically what we're going to just do today is just look at these things and compare some constant of proportionalities, or unit rates, if you want to think of it that way. We're just going to compare those two things. So maybe I would give you something like, here's this table of values for how many sodas I have and how many, let's see. So let's say, to buy 6 sodas cost me $1.98, and then I can kind of go up from there. We'll just do that, a couple of them. So let's see. And then this is $2.31, and this one is $2.97. $2.64. Cool. And then let's say we have this one, and then we have another one that's compared the equation y equals 0.29x. So basically what we're looking for is, hey, these constants of proportionalities are going to tell us how this thing is increasing each time, or it could be decreasing too. But it's going to be decreasing or increasing at a constant rate. Right? It's never going to jump like some special number, like, oh, all of a sudden this can costs $7, for this can. It's a special one. So if we look at this table of values here, we can look at how is it changing each time, right? How does it change from here to here as this changes? Well, it looks like every single can, as we increase a can, this is going up 0.33 cents. So this would be going up 0.33 cents. This is going up 33 cents, right? So that's our constant of proportionality, or our unit rate. And then we look down here in this equation, and we can kind of make our own table here. If I had 1 soda, 1 times 0.29 is 29 cents. If I had 2 sodas, 2 times that is going to be 0.58 cents. And 3 sodas, I could keep going, 80 is going to be 87 cents. Right? So it looks like on this one, each time this is going up, we're just adding 29 cents per soda. So if I wanted to say, hey, which soda is going to be cheaper to buy more of, this soda down here is only 29 cents per can. The one above it is going to be 33 cents per can. So that one is going to be a better deal or something like that. So that's kind of what we're doing, is we're looking at just these different situations that have this constant of proportionality, and we're going to just compare those things. So it's pretty easy. I think I might give you some of the, so you don't have to watch me go this whole time, some of like the Pearson videos, just kind of assigning you the videos to watch to kind of go through the problems. And then our homework tonight is just a workbook page, so it should be pretty easy. It's very much review from 7th grade stuff. They might also ask you to compare to a graph. All right, and so if I was comparing to a graph, let's say we had a third soda, and let's say these are 50 cents each increment. Wow. All right, and these are numbers of sodas. And let's say it looks something like something like that. Okay. Well, if I buy 0 sodas, we know that that's going to cost me $0. And then I can kind of follow this thing, and it will tell me for each one how much I'm going to pay. So for 1 soda here, I'm going to pay right about there. So maybe that's like, I don't know, 40 cents per soda. But this point right here at 1 is going to be a really important point. That one is actually going to give us our unit rate every time. If it's a proportional relationship, this point on the graph where x is 1 is going to tell me my unit rate. How much is it going to increase every single time? But notice that in this constant of proportionality, because this number, we're adding the same thing over and over again, we get this idea of this straight line. We know that line's not going to curve or anything like that because we're always going to add the same amount each time. And when I'm adding the same amount each time, that's gonna, it's not gonna like waver in any way because it's constant, right? It's always gonna be the same. So, I could look at this point 1R or 1, which is the unit rate. I could also just kind of compare 2 spots. If I had 2 really good spots, like, ooh, it looks like here's some really good spots on my graph, I can compare those 2 and see how much is it changing, and I can divide. So I can say, how much is it changing per can? How much is it changing per money? Divide those 2, and that could give me my unit rate or my constant of proportionality. I'm going to keep it simple. So hopefully you guys remember this last year. This is going to lead into a very long unit, like from now till Christmas, of just a lot of ideas of linear relationships and graphing lines and all sorts of stuff. It's probably the most important thing for you guys for Algebra 1 next year. So this is really important stuff. So make sure you stay the course. Some of you have started fumbling a little bit with your homework, not turning it in. This is really important stuff for you guys, okay? So make sure that you guys are engaged, and definitely come to office hours today if you have questions, or Wednesday. Your test, I'm going to hope to have your test graded by like middle of the week, and we should be able to go from there, okay? All right, you guys, I'll see you at office hours if you have any questions.